All right. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I am doing good, my good friends. Uh, First of all, I want to let everybody know that this call is being recorded for training and quality purposes. Today's date
Mm-hmm.
is November 29th, 2022. And my
Hmm.
name is Lauro Herrera. And today I got Mr. Umar on the training call. I thank you for joining us,
No problem.
and the goal here today is to provide value to all of those that follow me here on my channel. If you're
Mm-hmm.
new to my channel, please hit subscribe. You can learn a lot more about final expense, virtual sales, compliance, telesales training, how to close. And like I've always said, final expense is a big, big passion of mine. But today I invited Umer to jump on this Zoom to talk about DNC compliance. And Mr. Umer reached out to me this morning and basically was asking if I was the owner of a website to check for DNC. Correct, Mr. Umer? That was your that's what you were looking for. Can you share with everybody what it was? I believe that's what it was, right?
Yeah, I was looking for a tool. Currently, we do have, but in a past, I guess, month, we was in a group, and you shared with us like a site, this site that we can check. Obviously, it's not 100% compliant, but you can check and buy the scrubs if you want to. So I was looking for some more scrubbers, so I thought we should give it a try and see if you are the owner or you know can help with scrubbers who are
And
100% compliance.
right. And what's funny about the conversation is that I think you had the website mistaken because it wasn't our website. It was somebody else's website that is very popular overseas for DNC checking. I ended up giving Umar the correct website that we use, which is APEIRON. Now, the
Mhm.
reason we use APEIRON is because it is 100% accurate, ladies and gentlemen. So I figure I'd show you, Umar, and
Mhm.
show the world that's watching what I mean by that.
Yeah, sure. Go
Guys,
ahead.
DNC is your number one compliance liability as well as TCPA violations. Those are the ones you got to look out for, especially if you're using raw numbers to dial. If you're doing that, then again, you can be at risk of getting a violation. A couple weeks ago, I got a robocall and I showed everyone on the training call that day exactly
Yeah.
how I go about filing a complaint and settling with these groups that are doing it wrong. And there's a lot of them doing it wrong.
Mhm.
Remember, there's 334 million Americans living in the US. Out of those 335 million people, 244 million, I believe, are registered on the do not call. So imagine if you are running a call center and you're telemarketing, cold calling on raw data, it's okay as long as you're not using a robot, artificial intelligence. And then on top of this, you got to make sure that your DNC is 100% correct. So, one of the things that I do when people come and work here with us is, I tell them, hey, John, go ahead and pull 100 records out of your database, and I want you to run them through APEIRON. And you can see here, right here,
Yeah.
I have them run them through APEIRON and their checker, whatever they're currently using now. And I have them pull 100 numbers. In this case, as you can see, this group, every single one of these 100 files that they sent me was clean, okay? Was clean. This tells me that their system, which is legit, is good. Now, here's another group that sent me their random numbers, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're watching this, right, Umar?
Yes, I can.
Now, if you'll notice, these are random numbers, no names. I'm just using these numbers to show you what I mean by accuracy. Again, if you're sending 100 calls a day and 1% is in limbo, in jeopardy, are you sure you want to send those 100 calls? No, you don't. Because
Yes.
if I'm the buyer and you're sending me 1% of garbage, I won't pay you for the 99% that were clean. Does that make sense? So imagine
Yeah.
this. In this particular case, when I did this side-by-side analysis, there's roughly 18 phone numbers here. Okay. Out of those
Yes.
18 phone numbers, 1, 2, 3 of those are dirty. Let that sink in. Wow. That's almost 20%, friend. It's well over
Yes.
10%.
Yeah.
So
Well over.
imagine, can you imagine this? Now, why is this happening? I know for a fact that this group did not send me these numbers with the goal that they would get any of them in their list. I know that. Their intentions weren't to hurt me. The problem is the system. We're just going to go ahead and highlight that. So we're going to check them real quick. And for those of you guys watching, APEIRON will let you check 10 phone numbers for free per hour. If you're in Pakistan, you got to use a VPN system because the country's blocked. And you can check. And here we go. This phone number is in the national do not call registry. Now let's go ahead and check this tool that Umar you shared with me, which was nice of you. This is a tool that a lot of people, especially overseas, are using. Okay.
Well,
This tool right here.
it's still showing blacklisted, so
Okay, so here we go.
yeah, I do
So here we
understand
go.
there is a
So
there is not
here
a
we go.
100% accurate.
Right. So here we go. Blacklisted. They come back as found blacklisted. So they're saying do not call it.
Yeah.
Okay. Litigators DB, they came back and said it is a federal DNC.
Yeah.
DNC suggests that it's a clean phone number. Wow. They're saying it's clean. Social analytics says there's a high risk for a TCPA lawsuit. Why are they saying this? Maybe this particular person already made some threats. Maybe even filed a lawsuit for all we know. This is what they're saying. Closers, DNC says not found, and they're suggesting that it's okay to call. Invalid phone suggests not found, good to call. Void block suggests not found, good to call. So, ladies and gentlemen, right off the top, out of all these other mechanisms, only a very few of them had it 100%. Let's check another one. This phone number right here comes back not good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll check with APEIRON. And again, what are we looking for? We are not looking for 99%, guys. We are looking for 100%. 100%. That's the bottom line. This phone number shows up in the national do not call. Now let's go ahead and check with this tool that, again, a lot of you guys are using, and it's good that you're using something, but for months and years, I've been talking about how a lot of these groups are not accurate. Here we go again. Blacklist, they blacklisted it. So they're suggesting do not call. Litigators DB says federal DNC. DNC suggests it's clean. Wow. Social analytics suggests that it's high possible risk for TCPA. Again, what this says, that on or around March 4th of this year, there could have been some threat, some litigation of some sort. And here we go. The next 3 checking systems didn't find anything in their system. This should be alarming to all that's watching this. If you're watching this and you're following this right here, you can see that a lot of these checking systems, they're not accurate. Now let's get a number that's good. Here's a clean number. Let's see what that looks like. Again, with the Perion, you can check 10 phone numbers for free. This is perfect for an agent that's just a one-man show. Here you go. If you got a bunch of old leads, check here. A Perion is accurate. If you're running a call center and you need it for your CRM, give me a call, hook you up. We have an exclusive partnership with APEIRON. And as you can see, this phone number is not in the DNC. Now let's check with this TCPA tool. And the crazy part about it, Umar, is that this is called a TCPA tool. It's not really being sold as a DNC tool. Do you notice that? It's not really doing that. So they're not promoting it as a what? As a DNC, except that a lot of people are using it as a form of DNC. But here is the point. They are not accurate. All of them here call it good. Closers DNC in this case, they're saying not to transfer it. So where they're getting the compliance totally wrong, they're saying it's clean, and here it's a clean phone number, and they're saying not to call. Pretty funny, right?
Yeah.
So this stuff, guys, is not to beat up no one. It's just a form of me helping all of you out there that are looking for something accurate. If you're in Pakistan, there is a block on the country. I can get you unblocked. And what does it cost with the Perion? Well, it costs 0.00025 per check. So every time you run a number, that's what it costs you. And it's nothing. But they only do it on an API system, so you can't upload big numbers. So again, this phone number's in the DNC. And let's just check this last one. Okay, here we go. See, so here, Blacklist Alliance, did you see that? They said it's good. And the last few times that we've used them, they've been pretty accurate. Wouldn't you agree, bro? They've been pretty accurate. They blacklisted it, and here they're saying it's good.
Yeah, it's alarming that a big company like Blacklist Alliance still mess up.
Okay, here is a problem. Litigators database. Again, so far they've been the most solid one. But again, here we go. DNC, they didn't find it. Well, they did. Do not call. I'm sorry. They found it. Social analytics says it's good to go. Closers, finally, they came through. But then the other two, also found it and says not found, good to go. What? So have you ever heard of the saying, the Russian roulette concept? I don't know if you've heard of that. Have you heard of Russian roulette, where they put a bullet in the chamber and then they put the gun around until someone catches that bullet? When I see this, Umar, what it does for me, it's like playing that dangerous game of Russian roulette. Now it's your turn,
I agree.
right? Eventually, someone's going to get hurt. And this
Yeah.
is it. Now let's complicate matters by doing what? By sending phone numbers to insurance agents that are on the do not call registry. And it's not because you wanted to, it's because the mechanisms that you are using are not accurate. Do I make a little money on sending people to APEIRON? Yes, I do. They pay me a little bit of money.
Yeah, like a
But let me tell
reference.
but let me tell you why. I did the research, and here I'm proving it to you why it is that I use APEIRON. So again, if you want to use them as a corporate level, we can get you an API integration. So when the call leaves your call center, it will check in real time. No big deal. And I hope this helped you, Umar. I hope it was
Yes.
informative for you. I know this maybe wasn't what you wanted to hear, but all I can tell you is, if you focus on finding something that's accurate, APEIRON is a suggestion of mine, obviously, but
Mhm.
there's groups out there.
What
I
kind of
just
group?
haven't I just haven't seen them. You understand? I'm sure there is. There's companies that have their own DNC, set up. I just don't
Mhm.
know of them personally.
What
APEIRON for
about
me has been a good company.
and what about DNC.com? I used it once. It was pretty expensive, but it usually tell what kind of work.
Again, unless I have their website right in front of me, I can't even make a comment, um,
Mhm.
because there's so many out there. As you notice here, think of this, think all this. DNC suggests. How do I know it's not them, right? But there's so many out there.
Yeah.
All I want to encourage folk is to find the accurate one. That's it. A lot of people are using these TCPA tools that are not accurate, and guess what's happening? They're getting in trouble. That's the bottom line. So,
Yes.
um, I hope this helped anybody watching this. Again, if I can help you guys, call me. You can also call directly to APEIRON. Let them know that I referred you. They will give you a deal on your per usage that will be significant. But regardless of the price, it's better to pay for a service that's accurate than pay for a lawsuit because you didn't have something accurate. Make sense? Now,
Yeah,
before I
definitely.
leave, I do want to add a little message to all. As you guys know, I have partnered up with basically two life insurance companies. One's a 100-year-old company. Another one I've had a relationship for many years. And their appetite for final expense transfers is high. Now, I've been diligently, building my volume, but with this demand, I need more volume. We're doing digital marketing from ClickFunnels to landing pages to Facebook, you name it, we're doing it. But there's a lot of challenges in digital marketing when you're spending an ad spend. And it does become easier for us to build transfer volume by doing outbound on aged leads or cold data. I'm okay with it. The problem we encounter is that a lot of centers aren't doing it compliantly. So I am looking to add centers onshore, offshore that can follow my scripting system. Here's my script. word by word, no freestyle, no nothing. This script was designed by me. I've been on the telephone for years, and this is exactly what needs to happen every single time the call is transferred to my agent or my customer. If you're watching this right now, please take a look at my script. And Umar, would you like to be my customer, please?
Yeah, sure. I'm
Okay.
interested. Let's have a
All
meeting
right.
after this or
All
in
right.
this.
Well, let me share with everyone how the script sounds like. It needs to be done accurate. You have to have a DNC tool that's accurate, like APEIRON or something equivalent. If you feel that you have something that's equivalent to APEIRON, then I will ask for you to send me 100 numbers out of your database, side-by-side comparison to APEIRON. And if it's accurate, then we'll go ahead and let you use your system. If it's not, you'll have to use APEIRON in order to work with us. You cannot use no robo dialing. I don't care if you have opt-in data. I just don't want to risk it. So it will have to be voice, single line usage. Okay. So here's the script. Again, if your centers can duplicate my script, we will buy the live transfer. If we have an agent that's not available or the agency's not available, we don't have no pickup issues, because if the agent doesn't pick up the transfer, so technically they're not buying it, we're still going to bill them because we're going to set up an appointment for that agency. But obviously we're billing them at a lower rate. Okay. So the script would modify just a little bit depending if they pick up the phone or if they don't pick up the phone. So here's the way it sounds. Hello, Umar. Hey, man, my name is Lauro, and I'm calling you regarding your funeral insurance benefits. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Great. Well, I'm doing great. Thank you. Well, due to the coronavirus pandemic, most senior citizens prefer to receive this information and quote on these low cost funeral insurance plans 100% over the telephone. Would you like to receive this free funeral insurance quote over the telephone today? Yes
Yes.
or no? It would only take a few minutes. Yes or no?
Yeah, that
Yes.
will be fine.
Great. Great. Now, I got the correct spelling of your name is Umer. Last name is Sanchez. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, just to confirm, you are in the state of California. Is that correct, Umar?
Yes, correct.
And Umar, what is your current age?
Uh, 55.
And can you please provide your email address for more information?
Yeah, let's say xyz@gmail
All
dot
right.
com.
Okay, well, that's all from my end. I do have to inform you that the licensed insurance agent is going to ask you a few medical questions. All they will need is a simple yes or no to determine the level of benefits you qualify for. And due to HIPAA privacy rules, we are required to speak to the person who makes your medical and financial decisions. Would that be you?
Yeah, that will be me.
Now, for maximum discounts, you do have a valid checking or savings account, correct?
Yes, I do.
Great. Now, let me bring on one of our specialists on the line, and they'll be able to answer any questions you have and share a funeral insurance quote that's perfect for you in the next few minutes. Is that okay if I connect your call? Should be a
Yeah, it's
yes.
fine.
Great. Now, here's the timestamp, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's giving your buying agent, your client, 90 days. So today's date is November 29th, 2022. You'll be transferred to our life insurance specialist about this final expense insurance quote using an automatic dialing system. Even if your number is registered on the federal, state, or local do not call list, even given a call back and your consent is not required as a condition to purchase anything from us. Is that okay with you? Again, should be
Yeah,
a yes.
yes, it's
At this
fine.
point in time, Umar, your staff is sending that call to my agent or my customer. The
Mhm.
customer's going to pick up the phone. Hello, this is Laurel in the final expense department. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? You are going to say, "Hey, Mr. Herrera, this is Johnny in the verification department. I have a beautiful personality on the phone, and he or she is looking for a quote on funeral insurance plan. Mr. Jones, I'm leaving you with one of our best specialists. You both have a great day. Thank you." Now, done. That's a transfer. Buffer time 60 seconds. You
Oh,
must
wow.
follow every single word that has just been read. You cannot use robo dialing, artificial intelligence on raw data. And you must have what? A accurate DNC mechanism. So, Umar, if you wanted to be a part of this deal, then we would have to make sure that you are 100% on your DNC. And once you
Mhm.
are, then we can definitely discuss this.
Yeah, sure.
All
Let's
right.
do that. I'm all
Good
for it.
stuff. And to anybody else that just saw this, again, it starts with the compliance, it ends with compliance. And in between, it's all about the quality of how you present that transfer. This script that I shared with you, there's no gimmicks, there's no deflecting, there's no trying to sell. It's yes or no answers. And the staff that we bring on board, they are trained on those basic principles, because the worst thing you can do is be on the phone with someone that doesn't want to be talking to you. And that happens a lot over the phones. The reason we do 60-second buffers, which is very, very generous compared to our competitors, is because we understand that good quality lead is doesn't take 3 minutes to find out. You're going to find out in seconds. And also, we know that a lot of these agents, they take advantage of long buffer times, especially the weak ones that don't know how to sell nothing. What they're looking to do is just look for what? Laydowns on your dime. And that's not fair, obviously. Okay. So, with that said,
Yes.
to all my friends watching, I hope this helped. Umar, I hope this information helps, sir. And if you need anything
Yeah.
else in terms of compliance, please reach out to us. And if you'd like to, help out with our final expense orders, we can talk after this. Also, I want to add that these orders are prepaid. So in terms of payment terms, there is absolutely no net, weekly net, nothing. These are prepaid up front. If you have some good referrals, then that's not going to be an issue. But if you have no referrals, I can't prepay you if you've got no referrals. I'm sorry. So with that said, you guys all have a blessed week. Let's make it happen. And again, APEIRON.com. Go and get hooked up with them. If you're just a one-man agent, they're free. You can check 10 phone numbers an hour, and they can definitely get you out of a jam if you didn't have a way to check it. So with that said, God bless to all. See you guys at the top. Peace.